Good day, St. Martin. I'm Yesenia Lassero.
And I'm also Lawrence.
And welcome back to another edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Brought to you by TV15.
Where we're the latest and most important stories are on the island and beyond.
It's the beginning of a new week and we should be happy about that. So before we get into anything, let's check out these top headlines.
IETA acts on supermarket pricing complaint. The Inspectorate of Economic and Transport Affairs, or IETA, responded swiftly to a social media complaint about pricing irregularities at a supermarket on Defiance Road in the Upper Princess Quarter. Following a Facebook post alleging inconsistent pricing and unclear currency conversions, IETA inspectors carried out an inspection on Friday, October 3rd. Officials confirmed that the business licenses were valid and properly displayed, but found that several items lacked visible price labels, a violation that could easily confuse customers. The supermarket's management was instructed to clearly label all products, display the Gilder symbol to prevent ambiguity, and refrain from operating while selling unpriced goods. In response, the store voluntarily closed temporarily to complete inventory and correct all labeling issues. IETA said the establishment will be closely monitored to ensure continued compliance. The Inspectorate reminded all businesses that transparent pricing and consumer protection are legal obligations, urging the public to report unclear or misleading practices via IETA's WhatsApp line at 542-3182.
VROMI halts all construction in over-the-bank area. The Ministry of Public Housing, Spatial Planning, Environment and Infrastructure, better known as VROMI, has issued a general stop order for all construction activities in the over-the-bank area of Upper Princess Quarter. The decision came after VROMI's inspection department discovered multiple construction projects taking place without the required building permits, in clear violation of several articles of the building ordinance. Residents and contractors in the area have been legally ordered to stop all construction immediately. The ministry warned that non-compliance will carry serious consequences, including administrative penalties at the offender's expense, legal prosecution, and even the removal of unauthorized structures at full cost to the violator. VROMI is encouraging affected residents to contact the inspection department or email VROMI_inspections@stmartingov.org for guidance. Those who wish to challenge the order can file an objection or appeal within 6 weeks of its issuance. The ministry emphasized the need for full cooperation to uphold St. Martin's building regulations and maintain safety and order in urban development.
Governor's Symposium to mark 15 years of country status. St. Martin is preparing to celebrate a major milestone, 15 years of constitutional autonomy within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. As part of the celebrations, the 2025 Governor's Symposium is set to take place this Friday, October 10th, at the American University of the Caribbean in Kupakoy. The event, themed 15 Years of Constitutional Autonomy, Achievements, Lessons and Prospects, will bring together leaders from government, academia and civil society to reflect on St. Martin's journey since gaining country status in 2010, and to explore its path ahead. Installed earlier this year by Governor Ajamu Baly, the symposium's organizing committee, chaired by Garrick Richardson, has spent months curating a meaningful and forward-looking program. In the lead-up to the event, the committee launched the Autonomous Conversations podcast series, a first-of-its-kind initiative highlighting community voices and generational reflections on St. Martin's development. The final episode, Post-Symposium Reflections, will air later this month. Youth engagement has also been a key focus, with 17 entries submitted for the Youth Creative Vision Contest. The winning project will be featured during the symposium with official recognition from the governor. The 2025 Governors Symposium will be live-streamed on the official Facebook and YouTube pages of the Governor of St. Martin, allowing residents and the diaspora to join in this national moment of reflection and pride. From follow-ups to foreign affairs, Caribbean and Dutch MPs say they want more results and fewer repetitions. But can this round of Kingdom talks finally bridge the gap? The story when we return.
A new day begins. The sun rises over St. Martin, bringing new energy, new possibilities. This island was built on resilience, progress, and the strength of its people. Our connection is what moves us forward. It links our communities, our businesses, our families. From the heart of the island to the shores beyond, we've connected St. Martin. From every street to every home, this network was built for St. Martin by St. Martin hands. Connection isn't just about signals, it's about people. This is your island and your network recharged. Proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
With a Sunshine Report straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into the forecast and see how the skies are treating us. The Met Department of St. Martin is keeping a sharp eye on the Atlantic, ready to update you with the latest. Don't forget to follow NEWSDESK on Facebook for your...
It's hurricane season. Are you prepared? Here are a few tips to remember to help keep you and your family safe. If you're not in an area that is advised to evacuate and you decide to stay in your home, plan for adequate supplies in case you lose power and water for several days and you're not able to leave due to flooding or blocked roads. This hurricane season, make a family emergency communication plan. This public service announcement was brought to you by the government of St. Martin. The Ministry of VROMI, Department of Infrastructure Management, together with the Police Department KPSM, is making changes to traffic on a section of Candegita Street and Manzanella Stake, Phillipsburg. The Candegita Street from the intersection with Percy LaBega Street to Manzanella Stake will now be a one-way street. Inbound traffic can enter Candegita Street from Percy LaBega Street and drive straight ahead or turn left into Manzanella Stake. Outbound traffic leaving town on Candegita Street must make a right turn onto Manzanella Stake. Entry further into the Candegita Street will no longer be permitted. Outbound traffic exiting Manzanella Stake onto Walter Nisbet Road can either make a right or left-hand turn. The Ministry of VROMI, Department of Infrastructure Management, and the Police Department would like to thank the public for their attention to this change. Please follow the new traffic rules and signage and drive safely.
Teen Times proposes National Performing Arts Center to Parliament. Youth organization Teen Times has taken another major step in cultural advocacy with the submission of its 6th parliamentary proposal, calling for the creation of a state-of-the-art performing arts center on St. Martin. The 20-page proposal was officially presented to Member of Parliament Christopher Waver, outlining a bold vision for a purpose-built national facility that would promote youth development, arts education, and the island's creative economy. The proposed center would feature a main hall seating up to 1,200 people, a smaller black box theater, studios, classrooms, and outdoor performance spaces, all designed to professional standards in acoustics, lighting, and accessibility. Teen Times envisions the facility as a hub for schools, artists, and regional events, strengthening St. Martin's cultural identity while creating jobs in the arts and tourism sectors. MP Waver praised the initiative, saying the performing arts bring people together regardless of background or status, and agreed that St. Martin needs a larger modern venue in addition to upgrades at the Phillipsburg Cultural Center. Teen Times, founded in 1996, has long been a leading voice for youth empowerment. Its previous proposals include initiatives tackling period poverty, hair discrimination, vaping among minors, and youth delinquency. Coordinator Rosha Romy Richardson said the group is proud to see government support for its ideas and remains committed to shaping a creative future for St. Martin's next generation.
Airport hosts first ever movie night for 250 kids. Princess Juliana International Airport made history on Friday, October 3rd, by hosting its first ever kids movie night, welcoming 250 children for an evening of fun, laughter, and community spirit. The free event, held in the airport's check-in area, was part of the airport's growing community outreach program. It sold out within hours of registration opening, a clear sign of the excitement from families across the island. Children and parents enjoyed a full cinematic experience complete with popcorn, ice cream, and refreshments, transforming the terminal into a lively movie venue for the night. The airport's CEO and President Michael Cleaver said the initiative was about building bridges between the airport and the people of St. Martin, adding that the company was thrilled to give children a memorable evening out. The movie night is one of the several community projects the airport has launched this year, including a family shopping event and a partnership with St. Martin Paws, where therapy dogs visited the terminal to promote animal welfare and brighten Travelers' Day. PJIAE says these programs reflect its ongoing commitment to engage with the community, inspire young minds, and strengthen the bond between the island's gateway and its people.
And Yellow Cross Care Foundation launches Unforgettable Cooking Club for Alzheimer's caregivers. The White and Yellow Cross Care Foundation hosted its first ever Unforgettable Alzheimer's Support Group Cooking Club on Sunday, September 28th at St. Martin's Home, offering informal caregivers and their loved ones a hands-on social experience. The initiative, adapted locally from the Henry Ostiano Foundation concept, provides caregivers of persons living with Alzheimer's or dementia a positive and restorative way to connect. Participants, guided by chefs and supported by White and Yellow Cross, dietitian Karen Eusebius prepared a full 3-course meal, starting with pumpkin soup, followed by roast chicken with rice and peas, apple cranberry salad, broccoli, and ending with pineapple ambrosia for dessert. 4 caregivers and their loved ones took part in the first session, assisted by volunteers and White and Yellow Cross staff, including Managing Director Brekia Bouteques and Alzheimer's Support Group Chair Bart van der Maiden. Each participant received a special apron sponsored by Alzheimer's Netherlands, symbolizing shared commitment and care. Attendees enjoyed their meals together, sharing stories, laughter, and creating meaningful memories. White and Yellow Cross said the positive feedback confirmed the importance of these small, supportive gatherings, which will now continue bi-monthly, giving caregivers and loved ones more opportunities to connect, learn, and enjoy quality time together. For more information, contact BVD Maiden at WYCCF.org. Promises of reform, calls for equality, and a renewed push for accountability. The Inter-Parliamentary Kingdom Consultations are back in the spotlight. After the break, we ask, is IPCO still relevant or just ritual?
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every laugh, every adventure. Number one provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want the road. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them it's there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
What is it?
Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
The
yeah.
QR link?
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app, though. It's not an app. App, you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app, though. All you got to do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app, though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app.
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big bucks.
It's not an app, though. It's not a app. What the It's not a app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.
Each year, delegations from St. Martin, Curaçao, Aruba, and the Netherlands gather under one banner, the Inter-Parliamentary Kingdom Consultations, better known as IPKO. The meetings are meant to strengthen cooperations across the kingdom, where decisions are shaped by both European and Caribbean partners. But behind the photos and formalities lies a recurring question. Are these meetings truly moving the kingdom forward? Or are they just managing a relationship that remains fundamentally unequal? Today, NEWSDESK take a closer look at what's changing, what's not, and whether the latest IPCO signals progress or just patience running thin.
At the latest IPCO in The Hague, St. Martin's President of Parliament, Sarah Westcott Williams, introduced a procedural shift. Every future IPCO will now begin with a formal review of what was decided the time before. It may sound small, but it's a crucial change. For years, agreements reached in these meetings would simply fade, replaced by the next round of polite promises. Now, Caribbean delegates say, no more blank pages, follow-up is the new rule. Westcott Williams also pushed for real-time geopolitical briefings, a move reflecting growing concern over security shifts and global tensions that impact the Caribbean directly. She called the latest presentation on regional threats sobering, not alarmist, but prudent. In short, she's saying that the islands deserve the same level of awareness and readiness as their European counterparts. The consultations also tackled shared challenges, from the aging population across the kingdom to economic resilience and the lingering democratic deficit. St. Martin, Aruba, and Curacao all argued that partnership must mean shared knowledge and responsibility, not one-sided control. But not everyone is convinced that IPCO is still working. Former Member of Parliament Grisha Heilige-Martin, who attended earlier sessions of the IPCO, described the process as the least productive and organized she's seen. She argued that IPCO continued to dance around the elephant in the room, the kingdom's deficient constitutional structure. Until that imbalance is fixed, she says no consultation can bring real change. Heilige-Martin's critique isn't new, but it's gaining traction. While Caribbean leaders debate follow-ups and framework letters, other small nations in the region are advancing decolonization and reparation agendas through the United Nations, moving faster than the kingdom itself. The contrast is hard to ignore. Even within the Netherlands, there's tension over how much say Caribbean parliaments really have in kingdom affairs. The Dutch government's abrupt rejection of a long-discussed dispute regulation proposal, one meant to ensure fair arbitration when disagreements arise, has reignited old frustrations. For Caribbean partners, it feels like déjà vu, promises of equality followed by unilateral decisions from The Hague. Still, amid skepticism, IPCO persists because the alternative, as Westcott Williams warned, is silence. And silence in governance, especially within a kingdom of such complexity, is far worse than disagreement. Jess.
70 years after the Kingdom Charter was signed, IPCO remains the one table where all partners still sit down as equals, at least in theory. But as the world changes faster than these meetings evolve, many are asking whether dialogue alone is enough. Is IPCO the space where the kingdom reinvents itself, or just where it keeps talking about doing so? Either way, every round of conversation may be buying time, but not necessarily building trust. For the islands, the measure of success won't be how long the talks last, but whether anyone finally listens. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin NEWSDESK.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday morning at 8 a.m. on TV 15 and then across all social media platforms. I'm Elsa Lawrence.
And I'm Yesenia Lass, and I wish you an amazing evening. See you tomorrow.
Let's stay friendly today, please. Please. Just calm it down. Calmate. Stay friendly.